Oh dear, what do I do now? I have just 5,000 money nairas in my wallet, and it seems like the price of everything in this market has gotten inflated. Fiddlestick. And I left my credit card at home. Hi guys, welcome back to the Money City. It's me, the Money Queen. This is the city where our sun is always shining and our money is always growing. Although today the money is growing in a way that I do not really like. Apparently everything in the market has gotten inflated. I was going to make a yummy coconut curry sauce, and the last time I made it, all the things I needed cost me about 5,000. So today I took just the right amount to buy all the things I needed for the curry sauce. And I got to the market and just the chicken alone is almost 5,000. And I didn't carry my credit cards along with me. Oh boy, what a bummer. You know, Daddy always used to tell me that if you're going out, take a little extra cash just in case you need it. I really should have listened, because now that extra cash would come in handy. I don't like inflation. I know you will say, Money Queen, what is even inflation? I'll tell you. So inflation is the rate of increase in prices of goods and services in an economy over a set time period. More simply put, it is when the price of things go higher than they usually used to be. That means when there is inflation, if a bag of candy cost 100 naira before, it will now cost 200 or even more. Inflation is caused by many different factors, some of which are: 1. Cost of production. Cost of production means the amount of money needed to make a product. So for example, if the cost of producing bread before inflation was 200, it will mean that bread will be sold for, let's say, 400. But after inflation strikes, the cost of producing bread will go from 200 to 400, meaning that the cost of buying bread will now increase to 800. Hence, we can say the price of bread has been inflated. The second thing is demand. Demand means the need or want for a product. If the demand of a product increases, the cost of the product will increase because the producers will most likely want to get more money for it. Also, it makes the product scarce because now more people want it, but the supply of production has not increased to meet the demand. So if more people wanted to buy a particular car, the company may decide to increase the cost of the car, which we call inflating the price. Another thing is 3. Scarcity or fear of scarcity. When there is scarcity of a particular thing, it means that that thing is in low supply or is not very much available compared to the number of people that want it. So when things become scarce, people that have it increase the price. They do this for 2 major reasons. Number 1, to make more profits, obviously. And number 2, to reduce the number of people that would demand for the product. The final thing that affects or causes inflation is when people in a country or state have more money to spend. When they have more money to spend, they can buy more things, making the things more scarce, which in turn leads to inflation. So you see, like I said, there are many different factors that causes inflation. There are a lot more than what I have just told you, but for today we will stop here. So when inflation hits a country, it usually has a lot of negative effects, some of which are: number 1, the money loses its value. This means that you now need more money to buy the same things you used to buy. Just like the example I gave you with bread. Instead of using 400 to buy your bread, you will now need to use 800 to buy bread. 2. Many people can now no longer afford to buy things they used to buy before. When inflation happens, the cost of basic goods goes higher and the salaries of people don't increase. So you have to use the same amount of money to buy things. This means that people who don't earn so much money can no longer buy some of those goods. Oh, I just remembered, I can do a transfer with my phone. I thought I would have to go all the way home to get my cards. And my house is really far from the market. So now I can make my coconut curry sauce. Okay, don't be like me, kids. Always have some extra cash on you whenever you have to leave the house, because you never know when inflation will hit. Thank you for coming today. See you next time. Let's money away. Bye.